Tired of your kitchen smelling like last night's stir-fry 3 days later? If you're constantly cracking windows, lighting candles, or blasting a noisy fan that barely moves the air, you're not alone. A weak or outdated range hood is more than just an annoyance. It affects the air quality in your home, coats your cabinets in sticky grease, and makes cooking feel like a chore. And for those of you with gas cooktops, poor ventilation isn't just inconvenient, it's a health risk. Now, imagine a range hood that doesn't just look like it belongs in a high-end kitchen, but actually performs like one too. Enter the FOTILE Pixie Air UQS3001, a sleek under-cabinet range hood with serious suction power, up to an impressive 800 CFM equivalent, and whisper quiet operation that won't overpower your dinner conversation. With dual AC motors, automatic air quality detection, and food-grade stainless steel construction, this isn't just a fan, it's a game changer. And yes, it's an investment. At around $752, you might be wondering, is it really worth it? That's exactly what we're diving into today. So, if you're shopping for a serious ventilation upgrade that's as smart as it is powerful, make sure to stick around. There's a link below if you want to check the latest deal. In the next section, we're breaking down the build quality, design, and why this brushed stainless steel finish might be the smartest looking thing in your kitchen. The first thing that strikes you about the FOTILE Pixie Air UQS3001 is how compact and refined it looks for something that packs so much power. Measuring just under 30 inches wide and a little over 8 inches tall, it tucks neatly under your cabinet without calling too much attention to itself until you switch it on. The brushed stainless steel finish gives it a clean, modern appeal that feels right at home in both traditional and contemporary kitchens. This isn't one of those bulky, industrial-looking hoods that overpower the space. Instead, the Pixie Air blends form and function in a way that actually enhances your kitchen's aesthetic. But don't let its sleek frame fool you. This thing is solid. Built with food-grade stainless steel, it resists grease, stains, and even rust over time. That's a big deal if you cook frequently and don't want to deal with a hood that discolors or wears down after a few months. Everything about the construction feels purposeful. The mechanical push buttons are tactile and sturdy, not flimsy or overly modernized with glitchy touchscreens. You push it, it works. It's as simple and reliable as it gets. One of the most distinctive parts of the Pixie Air's design is its low profile. At just a bit over 8 inches in height, it doesn't obstruct your sight lines or feel like it's closing in on your cooking space. And the dual capture shields underneath? They're not just for show. These shields are designed to trap grease efficiently and can be removed easily for cleaning, which we'll touch on more in the next section. And then there's the LED lighting. At 600 LUX, it's bright, but not harsh, and it does a great job illuminating your entire cooktop. Whether you're searing steak or simmering sauce, you'll be able to see your food clearly without dealing with annoying shadows or yellowish tints. Coming up, we're diving into how this range hood actually performs in a real kitchen setting, how loud it is, how strong the suction feels, and whether that air quality detection feature actually makes a difference. Now, let's talk about what really matters, how the FOTILE Pixie Air UQS3001 performs when the heat is on, literally. Whether you're deep frying, stir frying, or just simmering a big pot of soup, the real test of any range hood is how well it keeps your air clean and your kitchen livable. And here, the Pixie Air truly earns its keep. Its dual AC motors, paired with FOTILE's WhisPower aerodynamic technology, can push air at a rate that's equivalent to 800 cubic feet per minute. That's enough suction to handle a 6-burner gas range, something you typically only find in pro-level kitchens. But unlike many high-powered hoods, this one doesn't sound like a jet engine. At its lowest setting, the noise level drops to just 37 decibels. That's quieter than your average dishwasher, which means you can actually have a conversation while you're cooking. It features 3 speed levels, giving you full control depending on what you're cooking. Doing eggs or pancakes? Keep it low. Searing a ribeye or tossing a wok full of vegetables? Kick it up to high. And when it's running full throttle, it still doesn't shake the cabinets or rattle the walls. Just smooth, consistent airflow. One standout feature is the automatic air management system. This smart sensor can detect harmful organic compounds and noxious fumes, and it kicks in to vent them out. No buttons required. It's especially useful for homes with gas cooktops or for anyone who's ever forgotten to turn the fan on until it's too late. As for the lighting, the dual-level LED setup is more than just a nice touch. It improves visibility significantly. especially during evening cooking sessions. You can actually see what you're cooking. No more guessing whether that chicken is golden brown or just undercooked beige. But of course, it's not all perfect. Some users have reported that one fan motor can malfunction, especially if installation isn't handled properly. So we'll touch more on that in usability and maintenance. Next up, we'll dive into how easy, or frustrating, this unit is to use day to day, from the buttons to the cleaning. Let's be honest, no matter how powerful a range hood is, if it's a pain to operate or clean, it'll end up being more trouble than it's worth. Thankfully, the FOTILE Pixie Air UQS3001 was clearly designed with everyday use in mind. Starting with the controls, the mechanical push buttons are refreshingly straightforward. No confusing touchscreens, no delayed responses, just tactile, responsive switches for fan speeds and lighting. You press a button, it does what it's supposed to. Simple and satisfying. The hood is also equipped with dual capture shields that are removable and dishwasher safe. That's a major win if you cook frequently. No more scrubbing mesh filters by hand or letting grease build up until the airflow is compromised. Just pop the shields off, toss them in the dishwasher, and you're good to go. Plus, because the hood is made with food-grade stainless steel, it doesn't just resist stains and rust, it actually wipes clean with minimal effort. A little soap and water is usually all you need. One thing that deserves attention, though, is installation. While the process is manageable for experienced DIYers, there have been multiple reports of difficulties when the ductwork isn't properly sized. The vertical duct requires a 7-inch diameter, and anything smaller can lead to reduced airflow and extra noise. Some users had to buy adapters or even redo their setup to get optimal performance. And unfortunately, FOTILE's manual doesn't make this crystal clear, which has led to frustration for more than a few customers. Another consideration is the backdraft damper, or rather, the lack of one included. Without it, outside air can creep in when the fan isn't running. Not a big deal in mild climates, but if you live somewhere cold, that's a serious oversight. Thankfully, it's a cheap fix, but it's still something the company should flag more clearly. All in all, the Pixie Air scores high for day-to-day usability, but it does demand a little more planning up front, especially if you're handling the install yourself. Next up, is this range hood really worth over $750? Let's wrap it up with our final verdict. So, is the FOTILE Pixie Air UQS3001 worth the investment? If you're looking for a high-performance, low-noise range hood that handles serious cooking without dominating your kitchen, this unit is hard to beat. The suction is powerful, the lighting is excellent, and the design feels premium from top to bottom. Yes, the price tag is steep. Over $750 isn't pocket change. But considering it replaces years of frustration with weak fans, lingering odors, and greasy cabinets, it starts to make a lot of sense. Now, it's not flawless. The lack of a backdraft damper, limited guidance in the manual, and occasional quality control issues on delivery are worth keeping in mind. If you're not comfortable doing a bit of prep, especially with your ducting, this might not be the best plug-and-play option for you. But once it's up and running, it delivers. This isn't just a kitchen appliance, it's an upgrade to how you cook and live. If you value performance and clean air, the FOTILE Pixie Air could be exactly what your kitchen needs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, what's your biggest frustration with your current range hood? Or share your favorite kitchen upgrade? You never know who you'll help. And hey, if you're thinking about buying, check the link below for the latest deal. See you in the next review.